Obviously, Brad, with a massive viewpoint to Flemington today. There's still some winners to be found in Sydney, and you've found a race late on in the day with some Group 1 form for us to target.
Yeah, 100%, Matt. They still all pay the same regardless of the grade, don't they, as far as punters are concerned. Fierce Impact is that running you're talking about in race 9, number 8, for Matt Smith. I'm convinced that he should be a really dominant favourite in this race. He's starting to get shorter and shorter, but I think there's still a bit of value around him at the moment. Mahalunga looks the only danger in the race, but I expect it to be a little bit easy. He's a Japanese-bred import. He really hammered the line first up. Connections did have a throw at the stumps in the Group 1 Toorak last start, and he wasn't disgraced. He ran 8, beaten about 6 lengths by your Hartnells and your Land of Plenty, so that's a very good form reference, dropping back to benchmark 88 grade. Third up now, I think he's ready to show his best. He's drawn soft in barrier 3, just hope he can settle midfield. And 55 kilos, he looks actually pretty well in. Given he's only a 78 rater still, I think it's easy to lose sight of that given he comes out of a Group 1 race. I think he's going to go on to bigger and better things than this, so I expect him to collect this victory, and I expect him to win well. That's race 9, number 8, best of the day, Fierce Impact.
OK, we've got a wee while to wait before race number 9. That is at 20 minutes to 8 New Zealand time for us. Fierce Impact draws in barrier number 3, $3.50 the price. Is there anything else on the card that we can look forward to, Brad?
Yeah, you have to save up because you are right. You have to be patient there with race 9. But I'm actually playing quite heavily in the back end of the card at Rosehill there. My other 2 bets come up in race 7 and race 8. The first of those, race 7, News Fan. Been waiting a while for this mare to return to the races. She trialled up really nicely, didn't have much luck last campaign for Kim Moore. I think she'll return a winner. And Star of Monsoon, I think, is a good each-way bet in race 8. He was really explosive first up last prep, and it was his best run of the preparation. So if you do like him, which I do, I think you want to cash in nice and early. Cradle Mountain is in the race, and he's a very handy sprinter himself, but he resumes off an injury, so maybe a little bit of a risk here. So keen to play Star of Monsoon each way. So those 2 bets, race 7, number 3, News Fan, and race 8, number 8, Star of Monsoon.
Brad, just before we let you go, 30 degrees the high with the weather forecast there in Sydney. How would you expect the track to play today?
Yeah, okay, so we're heading to a top of actually 34 out at Rosehill. We haven't played at Rosehill for about 5.5 weeks now. I had a little bit of a break there while Randwick came into action. The rail in the True, as you touched on, generally rail True Rosehill means a very, very fair track, one of the fairest surfaces you'll get in Sydney. So I think you can go into the meeting with plenty of confidence, knowing that tempo-related or tempo-dependent, the best horse is going to certainly get their chance on the day.
All right, thank you so much, Brad. You sit back and enjoy Derby Day out of Sydney, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, thanks, Matty.